Hey everybody, and welcome to the latest and greatest of the Mafia game. And of course, it's a crypto game playing on Pulse Chain and BNB. And of course, I am the Consigliere, which is the number 2 spot, the advisor to the Don of Dons, Max Payne. And of course, we run the most powerful and most feared allegiance in the Mafia game. And of course, we're about to have a major launch feature launching within 3.5 days. And that, of course, is the first real gameplay pre-ranking on Mafia. And so we're going to get into that today and have a great time. So if you're not playing Mafia, get in there. The link's in the video description. And of course, we're going to be checking it out as well, pulsemafia.io or bnbmafia.io. Check it out today. Now, I've got one of our most powerful capos. He's head of one of our killing crews in the game, and we're going to bring him on. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget to share this game around Mafia there. And of course, we're streaming at the moment on Rumble as well. This is our second major live stream on Rumble. And this time, instead of talking about crypto, we're talking about crypto and gaming. So if you love this sort of variety, follow us on Rumble. Share it around to everybody you know in the gaming and crypto and politics communities, because this is the sort of stuff we love to do. And of course, that variety. So without further ado, let's get in it and let's meet one of our most powerful capos. Of course, ALGO. So let's get into it and get into the comments as well. It's going to be a lot of fun. So without anything else, let's get into it. We're going to be talking about pre-ranking today, and let's meet ALGO. Hey, ALGO, good to see you.
The floor is yours. How you doing, Super?
I love your outfit. You're looking really good, ALGO. I hope you don't prank me during this live stream, but you're looking pretty good.
Oh, there's no chance of that happening, Super.
Now we got Brennan in the chat there as well. Is that ALGO? It is the real ALGO. You look like the real ALGO.
The real ALGO himself.
Do you want to go through your outfit for the Mafia game that you're wearing as the capo?
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? This is the sort of outfit that a street cred criminal would wear, right? So ALGO is the man, right? He's the man on the street.
He's pranked just about everybody, but he's also a bit of a bad boy, right? He's also a bit of a bad boy.
You know, he's got a good side to him, though, also, Super, you know. I mean, he's not all bad, you know.
That's true. It's good to see. Let me just see. I think we're going to have it starts a little delayed, but I think that's going to kick off soon. And of course, let's see. We've got Brennan also says Master Superman. Well, you know, I'm the Consigliere. You know, it's a lot of responsibility, and I do generally focus on promotion for the Directorate Allegiance. And of course, the advisor to the Don of Dons, Max Payne, which is pretty awesome. So we're going to talk about our family, the Directorate. So you're going to get some insights about that. We're going to show you how powerful we are and how fearful everybody is. But really, I'm excited as well for the pre-game ranking that's coming up. So that's really the first gaming action we're going to see here on Pulse Mafia. ALGO, don't you think?
Oh yeah, sorry, I was distracted. I've sorry about that, Super. The pre-ranking's coming up, right? It's going to be that's going to be the start of it. It's going to kick it all off. People are going to have to get out there and start participating. And I know at the moment there's no sort of being stabbed in the back, so to speak, but I'm sure it's not far away.
No, I can actually see now that the live feed on Rumble showing up here, so it's up to date. Looking good there. So if you're watching on Rumble, get into the chat there and start making your comments. We love it. If you want to ask more about the game, get in there too. So we've got Brennan says that's the real ALGO. It is the ALGO. Yeah, it is true. Now we're going to get into the game. Now, what can you see? Can you see the website in front of you? On the screen here.
Yeah, kind of. Yep. I can. Yep.
Yeah. Can you see the countdown? Can you see the countdown there?
I can, mate. These eyes, I've seen a lot of things over the years, but can I actually? I could full screen that and that. Aha.
You've seen your eyes have seen a lot of bloodshed and murder and crime.
They've seen all sorts, Super. That's why I got to have these glasses on. I mean, you'd think that to keep the sun out, but it's really to keep the blood splatters out of my eyes, is what it is.
Yeah. Well, they don't call you. Before you became the number one killer, they used to call you the Undertaker, right? So probably.
Well, that was a previous life, Super. Interpol's still tracking me down for that one actually, so it's probably best if we don't bring that up again. Actually, that'd be really good.
Yeah. Brennan says it was the AI waiting to calculate a response. That was your delay, your pause.
Yeah, I was glitching out for a moment. I was just, it's all good.
We won't tell everybody that you're actually an AI generated LEG or AI LEG. Yeah, we're trying to hide that.
We're all good, Super.
I guess my outfit's about as close as I could get to some bad boy gangster.
Well, Rambo, you're looking very Rambo-ish.
Rambo-ish, yeah. We're on the warpath, the old directorate. So yeah. So the countdown there, it's 3 days and 18 hours away until we get a pre-ranking, which is player ranking starts on the 19th of March, which is amazing. I think that's Wednesday down in Australia and New Zealand, Pacific Islands, and it is Tuesday, I think, in the Northern Hemisphere in America and places like that. So it's going to be super, super exciting. The first actual gameplay, can you believe it? We've been waiting very patiently for this, and this is major, right? So yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, obviously, down in the underworld, you should say, down under here, we're obviously a day ahead, so we always get to get the jump on these fellas, right? So it's something to consider, right? We're always a day ahead. We're always ahead of them.
So, hey, look, there's got a lot of players. It looks like there's 1,183 active live players at the moment in the game. 29 crime families, which is huge.
Yes.
And over 8 billion in Pulse. So people not familiar with Pulse, Pulse is the main coin for the Pulse chain, which is the sixth biggest blockchain on Dex Screener trading, which is pretty much the biggest decentralized trading platform, as far as I know, on the planet. And look, there's 0 available tiles. In other words, there's a metaverse in the Mafia game, and it's sold out. You can only buy stuff on the market or privately. So this game is really humming.
Yeah, and notice the number of families now, Super. That's really increased since I think we last spoke. It was probably about 20, 19, 20.
Yeah, 20. It was creeping up to 23, 25, 26, now 29. Unbelievable. So we should check out some of these things. What we're going to do today in particular is check out pre-ranking, because that's the first actual gameplay coming up here. And man, this is going to be so much fun. So if people have played, I think, games like Omerta, which is kind of like a primitive Web 2 version of this.
I know that well, Super. Yeah, some may say it's not a game though, but yeah.
So this is a major evolution and convergence with cryptocurrency. So you can earn big money. Let's go to the money pot, right? Just to show people how much money they can actually earn in this game, because it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. Yeah, it's 8 billion Pulse and 273,000 US dollars, and that's with Pulse and a pullback. All a Pulse has to do is do a 3x, and we're up at $1 million game on Pulse Chain.
Yeah, 3x. We're 3x away. That's right.
Easy peasy to do. Once we get a move on there on the Pulse Chain, easy peasy at $1 million. A 10x, we're in a multi-million-dollar game, and that's pretty amazing as well.
Absolutely. Yep. Can't wait.
And of course, the vault is what everyone's going to be fighting over for, but there's a lot of ways to make money other than the vault, and that is you can buy and sell stuff on the market, and we see people doing that all the time. So you can buy all the in-game assets. Are pretty amazing. And of course, you can also open up crates, right? And you can open up crates as well. These are kind of the primary market is crates. Secondary market is the markets. After you've opened a crate, you can then trade on the marketplace. And it might cost you $20, but you might win $300, $500 worth of value. So it is pretty exciting how you can make money in this game. And of course, there's the map, right? The map is incredible, and it's sold out here on Pulse Chain. And of course, there are families that dominate it, and there are players that dominate it as city developers. But it's pretty exciting. And of course, we know there's some pretty incredible maps. I mean, let's just have a quick look at one of them before we get into the actual pre-ranking, which is the focus of this video, because it is mind-blowing. I can't wait. I can't believe that we're actually here coming up to gameplay. It is amazing. Now, the game's not going to formally go live until killing starts, but this is pre-playing. And of course, that means it's still real because you're ranking up everything except for basically killing, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, my understanding is there going to be a bit of an upgrade too? Is there with the map?
Apparently, well, at least the UI. So, I don't know whether it's whole platform wide, but there's a good chance of it. But in any case, the UI, the front where we started that first page, could very well be. But look, this is Las Vegas, and look at the development on the strip. That's the strip, and man, someone's been building.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know someone down that strip actually, just as it happens, which is really good.
Well, it looks like it's got one of our big enemies here, Gifford Ware at the Gearheads. This is pretty much one of the two most powerful rivals to the directorate. But look, he looks like he owns just about all of the strip in Las Vegas here on Pulse Chain. But look at this little one house sitting in the mix there. That doesn't look like that. Looks like you. That looks like you own that.
I can't possibly confirm or deny anything there, Super.
Well, it looks like you. It looks Wookie the Blade. It looks pretty much like you.
Wow,
So,
you know,
are you trolling these guys or what? Are you trolling these guys?
You know, just you just got to be in the mix. You know, you just got to get yourself in there and amongst them, right? You know, you can't let them just think that they can rule the roost, Super. So I'm just there. I'm just there like a peacekeeper. I'm a bit like the UN, to be fair, Super.
But surely they know that you're pretty much the capo of our main kill squad. So surely they're going to be a bit shy of you being in the middle of their Las Vegas strip.
Well, that's the reason I'm there, really, just to make sure that there's law and order on the streets, because you can't have the streets getting out of control, Super. You know.
I mean, look what they've built here. I mean, they've built all these hotels, and here you are in the middle of it. That is going to be interesting in the gameplay when we actually get there, which is, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Now, obviously, we're not going to go through the whole map at the moment. We'll come back to that. But what we want to focus on is pre-ranking coming up. So let's just do a quick overview, and then we'll get straight to pre-ranking. So here it is. If you want to play, the links in the video description on Rumble and here on the YouTube. I will post the link as well. And I do encourage you, if you love gameplay and you want to make money in crypto, this is a perfect vehicle. And you got to remember, making money on games is very, very new, very, very early. And in crypto, it's the wonderful place to be for it. There it is, Pulse Mafia. Check it out and get on board. And of course, we'll talk more about you joining the directorate, the most powerful allegiance of families, which I am in second command, and Capo Wookie there is also in the leadership team. So we're going to move on from there. So just create a profile and you can just step through that. Now, the other thing is if you go to players and families, you will see the top families there. I don't know whether you want to talk about these top families with these green vault access. They've got access to that big booty, as it were, that big golden Fort Knox. Do you want to talk about that a bit?
Yeah, well, that's the key, isn't it? That's the key to the vault, is making sure that you maintain your vault access. So, there's a lot of, you got to be pretty strategic around that, right? Because people can come hunting your family down and to try and to get the access to the vault. So that's the whole gameplay behind it, right? So yeah, you've got to be strategic, right? You got to know what you're doing. You got to have a tight knit crew, that you can rely on.
Yeah.
And that's what we've tried to do, right, within our organization, is to have that.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
I've moved us over a little bit just so that we can see the access buttons there.
Yes,
I've seen it before.
correct. Yeah.
So do you want to go through the families and the access vault just really quickly?
As far as what the Yakuza's being the top family
Well,
at
the
the moment.
directorate, that's us, right? We're powerful.
Wow, that is, yeah.
How many spots have we got on the vault at the moment?
Well, we've got a few, haven't we? We've got 4 probably.
We got the Yakuza. Yakuza there, number 1. You got to be number 1, right?
Yeah,
to dominate.
number 1. Yeah. And then the fellow we're talking about before, the fellow who's got the strip, right? So that's Gifford Ware, and so that's why
he's got 25% of the vault payout.
I'm going to be keeping a good eye on him.
We got number 3 is the High Table. It's another directorate family, so we're pretty powerful.
Yeah,
and then that's got 20% of the vault. And then number 4, we've got the directorate again, the Hustlers. That has got the 4th spot at 15% of the payout. And then we've got some alliance here, the Gearheads and the Salamancas. They're an alliance, and they've got number 5 spot, earning 10% of the vault payout. Now, how much is the vault payout? Do you recall?
What was it? Nearly 2,500 $273,000 was
10
the well, no,
10% a week,
that was the amount in
10%
the
a week.
vault, wasn't it?
The vault's about $273,000, and I think it's 10% a week.
So,
So that's
that's correct. Yeah.
$27,000 a week, right?
27,000 a week. Yeah.
And if it goes to $1 million by the time the game gets to launch with the kill ratio, that's $100,000 a week.
Wow.
So, assuming there's no changes to that, assuming that is held and it's been true to this day, that's potentially 100,000. What happens if we get a 10x in Pulse Chain? We go to $3 million. Then, arguably, the first week would be how much? It would be $300,000 a week. This is a serious game. This Mafia is crazy.
Oh, crazy! Yeah, no, that's insane, isn't it? When you think about it. So that's why you got to be very, very wary and have a strong family around you, right? Because this is a serious situation.
It is a serious
And,
situation. It's about to
and,
get
and
very serious.
we're pretty serious guys, Super. So
I can tell by looking at you, AI LEG.
oh,
I can tell that you're a
absolutely.
serious man.
Yeah.
That you mean business.
There's no doubt about that.
Now, the only thing I would question you on is possibly that headset that headgear you've got is quite outstanding. That is quite.
The little number. Oh, well, it's
The
just
AI generated headgear. That's quite something. It's quite
it
remarkable.
is. Yeah, I tell you what, AI was struggling with that actually.
Yeah.
I pushed AI to the limits. To be fair, but anyway, it came through in the end. So hats off.
Now,
Well,
I also it did come in the hats off there. Now, I just want to talk about that. So that's how big the game could be, right? Huge. And we got these orange spots as well. These are kind of conditional payouts, assuming that the vault grows, I think, week on week. I think that's the kind of logic there at the moment. It's been true at this stage. So very, very exciting prize pool there. Now, there's obviously lots of players. If we go to the player list next door, we got the top players by worth at the moment, but this won't matter so much because we've got pre-ranking coming, right? Pre-ranking really is what matters, right? It's not going to be how much money am I worth to win. It's really going to be play to earn, right? You got to rank up, and pre-ranking is so important for that.
That's right. I mean, it's all about how strong is your player, right?
Yeah.
And so you've got to get out there and do things, right?
You got to be the baddie, right? You got to commit some crimes. You got to. What's a little bit of bootlegging amongst friends? What's a little bit of raiding? What's
the best criminal wins, right? The best criminal wins, essentially, Super. So it's all very well having lots of guns and money and things like that, but if you're not the best criminal,
look at that strip in Las Vegas. I mean, tons of hotels, but
I tell you,
is that going to help you rank up? Are you going to be a little, badass robbing kindergartens and stuff like that? We're going to get into those sort of crimes.
I've been robbing kindergarten since I was at kindergarten, Super. I tell you,
this game is crazy with some of the crimes that you commit in this game, and they're about to launch. It's going to be pretty crazy. So this is some of the players. We've got some top players in there at the moment: Abid, Gifford Ware, Carnage, Nunzia, Albert. I mean, there's lots of popular names there. James Bond down there. There's heaps of famous players, and of course that is the play. So we got the families. We've got 29. I can't believe it.
29.
So many. We got the players. 1,183 players. We got the maps. Maps are sold out. I mean, this game is amazing. The first metaverse sold out on Pulse Chain, and of course, man, it's a crazy number of properties in there. It is insane. I mean, look, 663 properties inside Las Vegas alone. They cost $20 each. So it's a lot of mucho grandes as well. Now we got,
and of course, all those properties got sold out, right? Super. There's none available. They all got snapped up within probably about a month or so.
Yeah,
which is pretty impressive.
This game is super popular, and that's why we're playing, because we love it. All right, so we've got roulette at the moment. The casino's operating, and we're about to have some of the services launch as well, right? We'll talk about that with pre-ranking. So we're going to have some of these narcotic warehouses running, and the booze warehouses. They're next. They're going to be launching at the same time as pre-ranking. So that's going to be exciting to see that. And we'll be able to visit those too once it's enabled. But at the moment, you can play the casinos. It's all green. It's all go. Slot machines and roulettes. You can go in and you can play a lot of money and spend a lot of money, lose a lot of money. Anyway, we're going to move on from there. I think we've talked about the crates. We've talked about much of the exchange, deposits and withdrawal. There's an in-game currency, so people can play that. And then there's a convert button. You can convert assets in the game currency. There's an OTC desk, meaning that you can swap peer-to-peer. and of course, you can buy keys on bulk. The keys on bulk there, very important stuff there. So there's quite a few features there. We talked about the vault, and of course, you can buy and sell MAFIA. Let's talk about that quickly. It's a 4.7% buy tax on Pulse Chain. There's a 16.6% sell tax, so you probably need 5 and 18% slippage or something like that, maybe 20% slippage. But hey, look, if you're bullish about where this game's going to go, be very bullish about where it's heading. There's only 1 billion tokens in supply, and a lot of it sitting staked in the families. So a lot of it is staked in the families. In fact, something like 45% or something, crazy amount. And of course, there is also the marketing DAO, and that's going to come up too. Starting off small, $1,758, but watch that grow. I'm sure that's going to grow very, very fast indeed to promote the game moving forward. It's going to be pretty cool. But that's not what we're here about today. We're here about pre-ranking. So let's get into that. Woohoo! And we're going to move back. We're going to move back to our old spot. We're going to move back to our old spot here and hang out on the right or left. I don't know. Is it on the left or right? I don't know. You can decide. So pre-ranking. Woohoo! Now
right.
we got all these launch phases, right? So we've come through all these launch phases together. It's been, it's bonded us together. We're now a family of the most powerful, the directorate. And we've come through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different phases. And now we're on to phase 9 and 10. They're kind of going together now. Phase 9 opened up, and then phase 10 joined it because it's a requirement, right? So stage 2 of stage 9 is opening up the Conic warehouses and the booze warehouses. Now there's only 11 of those each on each map. So there's 11 across all the maps. So there's 11 maps. So there's 11 narcotics and 11 booze warehouses. They're owned by individuals in the game, so they're very powerful from that point of view. And they're about to go live, and they're completed, right? So this is just saying they're completed in the back end, so they're ready to go. And then, of course, they're going to launch with the pre-ranking, which is very, very important. Do you want to go through some of these, this list here that's going to go along with those two, booze warehouse and the narcotics warehouse, because they're going to be pretty crucial in the game?
Well, I mean, obviously, stealing cars is right up there in 101 of street cred, right?
Number 4 there.
Yeah, number 4. Yeah, absolutely. So, I think you got to get out there and you got to really learn about how to steal a car. It's going to be pretty important, right? And obviously smuggling. Wow, it's all part of the game, really, isn't it? Smuggling. I mean, who hasn't done a bit of smuggling in their time?
You can smuggle booze. You can smuggle narcotics.
Oh, crikey!
Both completed, number 5 and 6. Yep.
Yep. So what else we got on there? Traveling to other cities. Right, yeah. So that's what you'd call reconnaissance, really, isn't it? I mean, you're going out there to do a bit of reconnaissance, because you got to steal cars from somewhere. You don't want to be stealing.
There's some big news about that point. I mean, that you pulled a big one there. That traveling to other cities, that's actually going to have some restrictions on people, and I don't know if people are aware of that, but that's actually going to make the gameplay even more on fire. And of course, we've had some updates from Jacob, who is the godfather. He is the developer of the game, the number 1 peer-to-peer crypto developer in the world. And he has just put out some big stuff earlier today about that. So, yeah, it's going to be pretty important. And I'm just trying to pull that up now, that update.
Yeah, I haven't heard about this, Super. So this is all news to me. I just thought I could sneak across the border, but now you're telling me I might run into some issues.
No, but while I'm looking for that update, feel free. Actually, no, here it is. I found it. So when traveling goes live, so that feature is completed. It's ready to go. When traveling goes live, in other words, you travel from city to city maps. Remember those maps we're looking at? You will need to be. Let me just actually show the maps. I haven't pulled up the app, but let's go to the app there. We're on BNB MAFIA. It won't matter too much. But when we go to the map, if you're going to jump from city to city, and then this is going to be very important. So we've got all these different cities: Las Vegas, Chicago, Bogota, etc. So if we're going to be jumping from those, it's going to be very important constraint. There's a constraint, and this is the constraint's really designed to make people move around the game, right? So when traveling goes live, you'll be limited to only using functions in that city. So it's very important there. So when traveling goes live, you'll be limited to only using functions in that city. So you are forced to travel around to claim yield. So let's say that you own properties in another city. You're going to be forced to go there to claim your yield rather than just sit back, apparently. So that could be pretty interesting. because somebody asked him, said, beautiful stuff. Not sure if this was asked, but will it get a mega claim all button for all cities and titles? That was the question. If we have stuff in 11 cities, it's very painful to have to visit them all and claim 11 times. Well, apparently not. Apparently, you're going to have to do that, and that's to encourage people to move around the game. You'll be limited to only using functions in that city, so you are forced to travel around to claim yield and to buy and sell booze and to manage assets and cars. So you got a car in another city, for example, if your main city's like a Bogota and you've got cars in Detroit, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to travel there to get your car. And if you want to probably even sell it, right? If you want to sell the thing, you're probably going to have to go there as well. So buy and sell booze, manage assets and cars, and of course, enter businesses. So if you've got a business on another map, you're going to have to go there to enter it, and much, much more. So it's really going to force people not to sit back like fat cats and actually have to travel if they want to get the yield. They can't sell their cars, drive their cars, whatever, airplanes, no matter what it is, they're going to have to do that. So very big update there.
Oh, well, that's very interesting, Super. I'm so glad I've just set up a new business, stop go business, which you'll find on the borders. So you need to be looking out for that. So I think that's going to be a very profitable business by the sound of it, Super.
I think so. So you're going to have to be clever with the gameplay. So there we are, force moving. So yeah, we've got some cool things have been completed. Earn ranking XP. So this is going to be really important. This currency of XP, is that going to be tradable? Probably not, is my guess, but possible. Because the XP is going to rank you up, right? And so it's going to be important. We're going to talk about ranks in a minute. Actually, let's do it now because we're out on that topic. Earn rank XP. So let's go down to ranks. So if we go to Mafia game, we've got ranks down here.
Very important.
And it is pretty crazy. So I might just read through this quickly. The power of your account is greatly decided by the rank. Let's not underestimate that. Jacob, the founder, the godfather of this game, wants there to be action and gaming this thing. It's a game after all, and the benefit is that if you do well, you will earn well, right? That's kind of the play there, play to earn. The power of your account is greatly decided by the rank. The rank is an indicator of how much time, effort, and capital you have invested into your account. And of course, how do you earn points? Perform a crime, steal a car, and I know you like stealing the cars.
Oh, it's just wow. I don't want to say too much, Super.
making it. I know. I'm making a success. I don't think Lucky's car is going to be with Lucky very long with you around. I'm sure.
Oh no,
So Lucky is a Don, by the way, out there. On
yeah, I know. Yeah, I got my eyes on him, Super. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, I got eyes on him. I got eyes on him.
That's right. So there's going to be make a successful smuggle. We all like to do some smuggling in our time. Make a heist, organized crime. Now, I think this heist, organized crime is going to be epic. This could be really big gameplay because it may require a group of people, so it's going to be pretty cool. Traveling, of course, going to be pretty exciting. Now we know that that's going to be more important, especially if you've got assets all over the game. You're going to have to travel to them to sort of utilize them or activate them or take benefit from them. There's going to be car races. Now, this is a big deal. This car races, right? Going to be massive. So I think that's going to be exciting. And of course, cars are going to be even more valuable, right? And assuming we've got cars, presumably we're going to have upgrades to those cars eventually maybe in a next era of the game. And when there's going to be killing others, which I know is your favorite topic. And you could talk about that for hours.
Well, this is probably not the time and the place to be talking about things like that, Super, to be honest.
I'm just saying. So you could be playing that. And then, of course, there's going to be busting out of jail. So that's going to be a bit of that done as well. So these are all the ranks. Now, the ranks are basically be doubled. There's twice as many ranks as from when we started. It's crazy, and it's awesome. I love the fact they've done this. So it is so good. Let's go through them quickly. Do you want to run through them? Can you see the screen well enough?
Well, the screen's okay. Seeing through these shades is not ideal.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, if there's a nuclear bomb, you're going to be fine, right? You're going to be fine with those shades.
Oh yeah. No, I'll be fine in that scenario.
Everything will be very clear to you with those shades on. Right, so I'll just go through them because there's so many ranks, and I love the names they've chosen too. So we've got general ranks: nobody, apprentice, pickpocket, cloak. Yeah. So you have to do crimes in the game. You have to do these crimes in the game to move up the ranks, right? And as you move up the ranks, opens up new features in the game that you can do, new bigger crimes and bigger rewards and things like that. So I love that. So once you get the cloak, you're going to be able to do booze smuggling, and I think that's awesome.
That's very important. Yeah. That's a
There's
thriving business. You know, booze is a thriving business.
it's a basic in Mafia game. It's basic, right? But it's
Absolutely.
so important. It's so lucrative. I
Mm.
had some of my booze just then, Well, who knows? It's not really full of alcohol, but you get my point. We got next after that is thief, then locksmith, and then runner.
Oh,
And once you get to runner, you get smuggling narcotics. So we go from booze smuggling to smuggling narcotics, which is that's definitely up there.
Yeah, that's a step up. That's a step up from
We know,
booze. You know, booze
we
is
know how
important,
Trump,
but
we know how Trump is tackling the old narcotics industry at the moment. So, and then you move up after runner, you go to associate, and then you can create a family. So that's interesting because at the moment, I think you just create a family with money, right? With Mafia money, which is the main currency. But looks like you're going to need to actually get up to associate before you can do that. So that's interesting moving forward. Then we're getting up to dealer and then fixer. I love the fixer name, right? That is really Mafia stuff, right?
yeah. Well, every good crime family needs some fixers. I can tell
Uh-huh.
you that.
And then we get up to collector as well, collector there, and that's when you can use safe houses. So you're pretty damn vulnerable if you think about it. Before you get up to this rank, you are vulnerable, man. You can't use a safe house. Now, safe houses aren't that cheap in the game, but still, that makes you a lot more vulnerable, right? But
Yes,
then I guess you're not as big a target generally unless you've got a lot of assets. But if you're low ranking player, but you've got a lot of assets, then you're still a big target, right?
that's correct. Yeah, yeah. No, you really got to have some street cred, and to stay alive, really, don't you? And not lose everything. So
That's
it's important. It's important it's important to be a good criminal. Basically, let's face it.
It is. It is. It is. Hey, look, if you guys are watching on Rumble, the link is in the video description to the game, pulsemafia.io. It's also bnbmafia.io. Join up today and play this game, learn all about it. And of course, I'll talk to you more about how you can join the most powerful allegiance of families, the Directorate, in a minute. So that's pretty cool. We got Enforcer is next. We got Prospect is after that. And then we got Lieutenant. And I like that name too. And once you get to Lieutenant, this is badass crimes. I mean, you're doing organized crimes. This is next level stuff at Lieutenant. But look how many ranks you have to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ranks before you get to Lieutenant. So you got to do some work.
Yeah,
You got to do some
yeah.
work.
Well, you have to prove yourself, right? You have to
Yeah.
prove your worth, and you're trusted within the family, right?
Uh-huh.
And then as you start ranking up, obviously, then you got access to even better crimes.
Yeah. Next level.
Absolutely, yeah.
But organized crimes could be quite a big feature, right? We don't know exactly where that's going, but could be pretty big. Now, next after that, we got soldier, then we got mobster and swindler, then we got whisperer, and then we get to the architect. It's a bit like Matrix, isn't it? The architect. And look, we got mega organized crimes. Anytime you put mega in front of it, it's got to be mega. It's got to be mega good. It's got to be mega good.
Absolutely, look at that.
So that's pretty awesome. So we got architect there. Then we jump over to hitman, assassin, commander, executioner. And then we got widow maker, and then bone
Whoa.
collector. That's something that you could enjoy.
Well, I don't want to say too much about that.
Then we got tactician, chief, and then warlord. And then we've got capo bastone. Capo bastone there. And of course, you're a capo already. You're a capo already. So.
Well, yeah, that is a rumor going around. Super,
Yeah,
yes.
So, you're a capo. In fact, you're heading up our number one kill squad, which is pretty awesome. And then finally, there's Godfather at the top. And I'm not talking about Jacob, the founder and developer of this game. Of course, we're talking about the ranking here. And of course, it requires to be a Don of a family. So I can't even reach this. I'm the second highest in our family, the Directorate allegiance, and I can't even get this. So there we go. This is for people like Max Payne and Lucky and Bob out there, Gearheads and other people like that who can achieve this ranking of Godfather, and it requires a Don. But they've got to play. They've got to play, and they've got to rank up themselves. So it's no easy peasy rank there. So
Oh, I know. You got to get out and do some work and prove yourself. That's how you get the street cred, right? By you got to pull off all those crimes and get away clean too, right? You don't want to be
yep,
bringing any problems back to the family. You got to get in, get out, and if you can do
that's
that, then
right.
you'll rank up. Yep, that's how that works.
That's true. That's true. Now we've obviously got the standard family rankings. Both you and I, of course, are in families in the game, and of course there are limits to what you can do there. As you as a capo, you can invite members. You have certain powers. Of me as the consigliere, I can do everything except decide the top three people. Of course, that there is for the Godfather or the Queen if you're a female player. So pretty exciting there. And of course, we got the Capitacina, which is above where you are, and that's all except the top 3. So pretty similar to the Concierge there as well. So family members there, pretty cool. So lots of cool stuff there. We also have booze units and narc units. And of course, there are different requirements at different levels as well. So that will be a conditionality of that rank. So pretty good. So that is the rankings. And of course, XP ranking is going to be important. That's already completed. It's going to be epic. Now, we've talked also the fact that while you're playing this game, you're going to be earning cash. And that's going to be interesting to see what that does to the cash market, right? You got any thoughts about that?
Well, cash is king, right? Really, if you think about it. Cash and bullets, I think are probably going to be the two.
Well, hey, look, there are no bullets. There are no bullets and no hearts anymore. It's just Mafia and keys.
Well, that's in the yeah, but I guess in the game itself, I suppose
the bullets and hearts they'll be coming.
You're gonna need some bullets.
I think they've changed their view on that a little bit, though. I think they've changed their view on.
Yeah, I think there has been a little bit of a shift around, hasn't there, Super?
We've got the central bank down here, right? So that there deals with Mafia and in-game cash. So if you're new to the game, Mafia is a cryptocurrency on Pulse Chain, which is buying and selling. It's the main token. There's only a billion of them, and a lot of it's staked already. Then there's in-game cash, and that's what you earn during the game. And of course, there's market on the platform. You can buy and sell Mafia and in-game cash. That's what's kind of play there.
And that market's already up and going, basically, isn't it? You can actually sell down your cash or buy up some if you want. So all that stuff's already working. Yep.
So we've got obviously in-game cash. That's going to be a very big deal there. We've got obviously people commit crimes, like you said earlier, steal cars, smuggling booze, smuggling narcotics, traveling to other cities. We talked about that. Going to jail. That's going to be a big deal, right? So people are going to get caught and go to jail. And that's going to be a big problem for them. That won't be you.
No, well, I'm going to jail, Super. I'm going there for a particular reason. So I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, I think I know the reason you're talking about, and it's let's say it's just not good, friendly.
Well, YouTube. Sometimes you gotta clean up a mess, and sometimes you gotta go places you don't really want to have to go, but it's all part of the job sometimes.
That's true. So jail, and then of course number 9 is complete as well. Public jail page and bust out. That's going to be fun to see. We see who's in jail and stuff like that. That'd be hilarious. That'd be really funny actually. All right. So how do you get to jail? Right? Do crimes. Right? Do crimes. And fail. Do crimes.
Do crimes badly is how you get to jail.
What are the crimes? Let's talk about what the crimes are, because this is so funny. This game is not only is it make mad gains if you play to earn that sweet crypto, but you're also going to be ranking up, and ranking up is going to be addictive. I think people are going to get addicted to that, just like they did opening keys. Remember opening keys? But it's going to be a bit harder work. But some of the crimes you can commit. Look at this. Check this. So you're going to earn currency and rank points. So that rank points is that XP, right? So you're going to earn in-game currency and rank points for performing crimes. All crime attempts will not give you cash. All successful crime attempts will not all successful crime attempts will not only give you cash, it will also give you rank points. So that's how you're going to ramp up there. But some of these crimes are hilarious. Rob a kindergarten, 50% chance of success. Really? These are like under 5-year-olds. And you've only got a 50% chance of success. What are these kids running around with? Butterfly knives and Uzis or what? I mean, what's going on?
If it's anything like where I grew up, Super, those kids are well and truly, been in training. Let's just say they've been in training for a long time.
Probably the reason why many of them didn't have any parents, because they accidentally took them out or something.
Well, sometimes you just never know, Super. Sometimes the parents can get a bit,
I just find that hilarious. There's only a 50-50 chance of winning that. That's hilarious. Now, the RNG could go right against you, right? The RNG random generator could absolutely crush you. Could have crushed you.
Yeah.
Anyway, absolutely. So you're going to earn, if you are successful, you have 50% chance, then you were going to earn some money. Now, it's just got an example of $27 in-game currency, but we don't know what that means, or US dollars. We just don't know yet. That's to be, we'll find out when the game actually starts playing. And that's counting down, right? We're only just over 3.5 days away to this launches. We got rob a hot dog stand, 35% chance. It's like 1 in 3. When you play roulette, you realize that 1 in 3 is not always going to work out for you, right?
Well, that's I guess how numbers work, I suppose.
Uh,
So
uh,
yeah,
you got
1 in 3.
rob a drug dealer. That's something I think that people will be enjoying. A 20% chance of success. So it's only 1 in
Yeah,
5. It's only 1 in 5. So,
that's
but
right.
your reward
Yeah.
goes up, right? Your reward keeps going up. Now, bribe the local police. This has got to be bad for you. There's got to be you got to get. Do they get bigger crimes? Surely you're going to get bigger crimes. I haven't even looked at that actually, and we might have to look at. Surely you're going to get bigger crimes for doing bigger crimes and failing. Man, it could be pretty risky. I don't know, but
Well,
example, more money.
you just got to know your police officer, right? You got to get out there and make friends.
That's true. Rob a jeweler. Rob a jeweler, 10% chance of success. 1 in 10. Oh my god. It's gonna be these jewelers, man. They must be like Fort Knox. Must be like Fort Knox in these places.
Well, they tend to be super. They do, but
That's some crazy stuff.
it's probably going to get some decent coin out of that, right?
Yeah.
So long as you can pawn the stuff off. Obviously, you need a good pawn. You need a good pawn
I
in the
have to
chain of things.
I have to pull up Brendan's comment. Those shades are nuclear active resistant. That is true.
Oh,
That is
they
That's true. That's true.
they
And I think his
definitely.
head outfit as well. It's a special outfit that he's wearing on his head. That is true. Um, did AI LEG grow up in London, and we know how safe that is? Yeah, that's right.
Well,
What's it?
yes, this is the thing. Yes, yeah,
It's
yep.
it's the new terrorist capital of the world, and it's got what about 200,000 knife attacks in London alone. So you're in good territory there. You must know all the tricks.
I've yeah, well, they've learnt well. Some of these people probably too well.
Uh,
I
mm,
might have to come back and kind of put some sense back into the to the street criminals, right?
yeah,
They're
that's right.
actually
That's
getting
right.
a bit out of control these days. Have to wind them back in.
Yeah. Now we got other crimes: steal a car at the gas station. 17% chance of success stealing a car. That seems reasonable to me. We got country road ambush. 15%. Was that like? Is that like Texas, or we're talking about New Mexico somewhere? I don't know. We got 15% there. Uh, we got private parking lot. Well, that's pretty common, right? The parking lots. You see it in the movies all the time, right? 7% chance of success, though. I'm pretty sure in those parking lots, it's more like 85%, isn't it? More like 5.
Wow, I'm not sure where they're getting some of these statistics from, to be honest, Super.
Oh,
But
no,
anyway,
no. Let's see if they rejig some of them by pre-game. Those like we'll see. Put the hurt on
yeah,
them, LEG. Yeah, that's true. That's from Brennan
yeah.
there.
Well, absolutely.
Right. So at the stadium, so steal a car at the stadium, 5% chance. You'd think that'd be pretty high, but I guess they do have security there. Might be gated, but that's a 5%, 1 in 20 chance of winning that. That's pretty crazy. Although it's probably on par with basically. If, we'll just leave it there. We got chance of success for successful crime, 33% in RNG. And we got a failed crime, 33% RNG, and we got a went to jail, 33 in RNG. So that doesn't sound too good either. So it's pretty crazy.
Well, I'm sure there's a misspelling though. There, Super, isn't it? Shouldn't that be LEG?
AI LEG. Oh yeah, he's put it wrong. Yeah, Brennan is. Yeah, it's AI
No,
LEG.
no, I mean the Godfather. I think he. I don't think he means RNG. Surely, surely it's AI.
Oh
AIG.
yes, ARG. Yeah, I get what you're saying now. Yeah. Well, it's a
Yeah,
random
yeah. You
number
missed
generator
that. Yeah, yeah. It was sort of went,
over the
over
top of the
the.
head there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
went
because
a
I'm
bit.
wearing
Yeah.
this gangster tie
Yeah,
on. Look,
I think it's a bit tight. I think maybe if
yeah,
you
the
just
gangster
loosen it
tie.
off a little bit, you get a little
True,
blood coming back into
true,
the old
true.
skull there, Soups. Yeah.
So this is looking pretty epic, and yeah. So this is the Wikipedia, so you can access through the website. Just go toggle over on the menu there, and you can see all the crimes. So pretty crazy. Let's go back up to the pre-ranking because we're kind of walking through this pretty well actually. We got go to jail. We got public jail page bust out. That's going to be, I reckon, a really cool feature. We got manage helper bots. Now helper bots allow you to just automate the game while you're sleeping and stuff like that. So if you get shot at, it's going to do certain things for you, right? So uh, give you probably
Well,
give
this is why I'm now called AI LEG. That's because
you
I've moved into the modern era of using robots and AI to do crime, Super. Yeah,
yeah, I get it. I get it.
so
So
it's right up
yeah,
my alley. Be
it's going
careful.
to be pretty important. Obviously, it can automate crimes as well. So it looks like it can automate carjacking, smuggling, bullet purchases, all sorts of things, and of course, probably get you out of a lot of trouble if you get attacked as well. So pretty cool. That is some helper credits. So that is definitely looking good. And let's scroll back up here as well. So there are cross references you can go to check it out on the wiki. Each of these things. So that is completed. Oh, that's in development for helper bots. And manage garage, that's completed. So managing garages. I'm just thinking that's a new feature, right? That we're going to have. That's not a business. That is something we're going to have with our cars, I guess. Manage garage.
Yeah, well, maybe that's where you go to. We're going to be going to upgrade or something.
That'll
Upgrade
probably
the
be on
car,
our profile
soup
page,
them up, soup them
or
up or something.
yeah, that'd be pretty cool. We're going to have rank progress and leaderboard. That's completed. That's going to be huge, right? People are going to be really competing to be on top of that thing. That's going to be the most aggressive thing in the game. We got the worth table, right, for the players, but this ranking, this XP thing, this is going to be the big thing, right? Everyone wants to be the top players. And of course, there's a lot of hardcore gamers. There's a lot of crypto players, a lot of speculators, but there's a lot of hardcore gamers wanting to play this game. And we've also got a lot of the pros that have been playing it for like 10 years from Omerta coming over to the BNB side. And they probably creep over to Pulse Chain too, is no doubt. So it's pretty huge. We've got new updated front end design. That's what you were talking about. So what sort of blues clues do you have around that?
Well, I don't really have any. That's not really my department, but I just heard a whisper on the street, Super, that there's some changes possibly coming. So that's about all I know. But maybe I have to send some little AI robots out to scout around.
Apparently they, you know how we're looking at the Wikipedia right now? Well, apparently Jacob, the Godfather, the developer of this game, the world's #1 peer-to-peer game and DeFi developer, he says we are slowly updating the wiki in preparation for the pre-ranking update features. Read more about Booze Wowzers on there, of course. They just continue to update stuff as well, so that's pretty cool. I gave it the early up there, so update earlier. So pretty exciting. There's a lot of cool things coming. That traveling thing is definitely a big intel there that I've dropped today.
Yeah, well, that's really going to change things up, isn't it? Which is why I've set up my stop go new side hustle, let's say. So that's designed around basically me just making a shitload of money.
You've moved on from Uber and
well, Uber is a thing of the past. There's no doubt about it. Yeah,
you were the #1 Uber driver in New Zealand and the USA. And London as well.
And London, yeah. No, I used to own, but basically I owned a large percentage of the. Well, when I say I owned, I mean there were people that used to basically just hand me money essentially for the honor of driving.
You're talking about taking all the nightclub girls out to the nightclubs.
Well, all that too. Yeah, no, that's another little
your little drunk YouTube videos.
There's a few things happening. There's a few things happening. Yes.
Well, we've also got earn skill. That's completed. I'm very excited about that. Kill skill. That's going to be huge. People are going to be up there big time, especially you, because you're going to be the #1 capo in the game.
Well, sometimes you just got to clean up a mess, Super. That's all there is to it. When things go wrong, you've got to just have a clean slate.
Yeah.
Look, that's where that comes in.
We've got this is a big thing coming up. So this is in development. So far we've got helper bots. Helper bots are still being completed. We've got updated MAFIA tokenomics. This could be huge. This could shock the whole community. What does this mean now? We know it needs to be adjusted, but what are they talking about here? Where are they heading with it? That is going to be crazy. Obviously favoring gaming, right? Playing. And it's going to be really interesting to see that play out. Obviously, we know a lot of MAFIA staked in the families. We know that the in-game cash has got a market as well. And, of course, they want to keep this moving as well. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see where that MAFIA tokenomics, that is a big thing. Keep that on your track if you're watching this live. Now, we've got FBI assets available in crates. Now, hey, look, I've got an idea about the MAFIA FBI when it launches. These are going to be people against the MAFIA families like ours. And I know that you will have a lot to say about that. But FBI assets available in crates, that's a huge number. Next game thing that's going to fill the vault, no doubt, as well up with even more hardcore cash. And we love that in the MAFIA game. But, man, the FBI, I've got a little plan in my head about that. We'll just see where they head with it. But, it may not be that safe for FBI people to play. But we'll see. What do you got thinks about the FBI there, good old AI LEG?
Well, I mean, you are the brains trust. Let's just say that. I'm just here to carry out some,
Orders,
some orders essentially. Clean up some loose
cleanup,
ends.
cleanups,
Uh,
and
and I leave all that brain, that big brain stuff
uh,
to,
yeah, yeah, to
to
maybe some of the leadership team there,
the
the
leadership
Con
team.
of
Yeah.
Cons, Max Payne,
Oh,
the
absolutely. Oh,
Consigliere,
good old Max. Yep.
and
Yep.
of
Yep.
course our new Capitacina, which is doing a great job out there as well. Big shout out to
Excellent.
Capitacina. So he has been crushing it. Also in the Telegram, Mafia Z. Mafia Z. If you're in our Telegram group, Mafia Z is our
There we go.
Capitacina. He's the
There we
third
go.
most powerful, and in fact, he really leads a lot of the capo teams as well. So that's going to be pretty important there. Brennan says he takes care of the body bags. Now you can neither confirm or deny that. Is that right?
I can't possibly say.
Yeah, that's right. You
That's not
cannot confirm
that's
or
not
deny.
in my in my brief. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Dead right.
Now, I want to say something about this. So we've gone through the pre-ranking list. This is coming up. This countdown is coming up, and we know it's only a very few days away. So let's pull up. Let's pull up that site here, and we're going to check out Pulse Mafia. And like I say, if you guys are not playing, check it out. It's only 2,000 Mafia. It's like $1, $2, but the potential is to earn a ton of crypto. If you love gaming and you love crypto, you want to make mad gains. There are going to be some people making a living off this game. And I know, don't kid you, it's going to be pretty amazing. And of course, the better you get it, the more you'll be able to make out of it too. And yeah, just equal opportunity, right? Equal opportunity. 3 days and 17 hours to go until player ranking starts on the 19th of March, 2025. It's going to be pretty incredible to see that. And of course, you want to keep up with this game. Now, this layout's going to change. I know. I'm pretty sure the layout as well as the contents is going to be upgraded. So I think that's where you were heading before with this. But very, very exciting. So that is pre-ranking, and then we got this protocol FBI, which has just come out. This brand new thing here with the whole FBI. So now the mafia families are also not only fighting amongst each other potentially, but also got the FBI to deal with as well. And I do have a little idea about this, so we'll still see how that plays out. People are going to be in the FBI, but of course, there's always some corruption in the FBI, so we're going to see how that plays out. So yeah, and also there's going to be raid spots coming up as well. That's already set right on the maps. You can already see the raid spots there, but we'll obviously see some sort of buildings or something something like that, perhaps. And then we've got communication, major upgrade there to enhance all the peer-to-peer communications and obviously a lot of the overarching gaming communication. It's going to be pretty epic to that. The vault requirements obviously heading there. We've already reached the pulse chain one of 5 billion pulse. Remember, it's up at 8 billion, and the BNB is about 265, something like that. 258 actually, I think somewhere like that. It's got to head to 500, and then of course we've got the official launch, which is going to pretty much be when everyone can kill each other if they want to, or if they can. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, but people will be ranking up well before that, right? So they'll be ranking up, and it's going to be, if you're going to be, into the game. Now, I think it's still, I'm not sure if it's still the case, but I think you can only kill ranks 3 above and 3 below or something like that. I'm not sure if
I
that's
think
still the case.
there is some requirements around that. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Killing, yeah, we've got the killing page here. So I think, it's been a little while since I've read this one. You can target ranks within 5 below you and 3 above you. There we go.
Oh,
So
that could have changed, has it then? Super.
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
not changed yet. Not changed yet.
Oh,
So
it
they could.
hasn't. Oh, that's always been that.
They can change a lot of the stuff before the game goes live. That final phase, they can change stuff, and then after that, it's pretty much going immutable, as I understand it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in that phase there as well. Pretty amazing. You're going to have to use detectives as well. Remember, it's not just going to be a simple thing of shooting something. You have to hunt people down with detectives, know where they are before you try and kill them and stuff like that. But with this pre-ranking, people are going to be pretty keen to earn these kill skills, and I know that you're going to be one of those, and that is ready to go. So going to be pretty exciting. But of course, we all can't wait for the game launch. Hopefully, it is sooner than later. And the fact that we're getting up to pre-ranking now, only 3 days or so away, man, it's got to make you feel pretty good where this game is going. But the first gameplay, hardcore gameplay, is in place. 3 days and 17 hours. Can't believe it's finally here. Really amazing.
Yeah, it's definitely getting that way. I think, I think we once we get this stage launched, hopefully there's not going to be too big a gap between this and the game launching. I just think they need to kind of flow into one another a little bit, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be ideal.
Well, I think we've probably covered everything pretty well. We'll probably do another live streams once pre-gaming actually goes live and get some of the actual game action, some of the new user interfaces and the new experiences. It's going to be pretty epic. But if you guys want to play and create a profile now, you're early, man. You're early on this game, and this game could easily become a multi-million-dollar game in that vault, and of course earnings there. So all you have to do is create a profile. You can buy some MAFIA. So let's have a look at the MAFIA price on Pulse Chain. You're buying it at a really good price at the moment. Look at this thing, 00074. And this is just because the game is coming up for launch. But man, this is a great place to buy at the moment on Pulse Chain. This is also playing on BNB, of course. You can check that out on BNB mafia.io. But I'll post the link to the chart there as well, in case you guys want to pick up some MAFIA on Pulse Chain. So yeah, very exciting where this is heading for sure. So that is the chart there, and looking good. Now we're going to also talk about Telegram. So if you want to join the Pulse, the Directorate, which is the #1 family. I mean, let's not be shy here. We're dominating. We're at #1. We're at #3, #4, and at #7 here. And I think we've even got another family somewhere else on another page. I think there's 2 pages here. Oh no, that's gone. So we're dominating right at the top. Now the other thing is we work hard for this, right? So we work hard. We've got super smart people playing. We've got hard workers in our family, and of course we do have a lot of features which we don't talk about publicly that we operate as well. And yeah, Capo, you got something to say about our Directorate allegiance, because it's pretty amazing.
Oh well, it's probably fair to say we're probably the top family going around. So we need to be taken seriously. And
We're really the only ones that could field a huge army, right? In terms of the MAFIA game, we have the only one that really can field a massive army. So people have got to be very careful taking us on, and it's better to work with us, right? Because
they don't even know what sort of tricks we got up our sleeve.
That's
so
right.
you gotta be careful. Just so long as you do as you're told, we can all get on fine.
So if you guys want to join, if you get a player, you can join us on Telegram. We also have it in our Discord, so you can join the Discord link. We have a subgroup there, but the main group is on Telegram. Our supporting groups in Discord, which is the links in the video description. But that is the link there, and you can join up to there. You have to apply. We have a little, checks and balances there. But if you want to join the Directorate after you've set up a player, come and join the biggest #1 family. And obviously, we're dominating the rewards, so you get a share of that too. And the more you work, the more you get paid. And like I say, I think this game is going to be life changing for some people in particular. And of course, if Pulse Chain rallies as we're expecting it to do at some stage, man, it's going to be killer yield. Now, let's go to the final wrap up there. So, Yakuza, of course, is one of those families. You'll get allocated from the Don. Don normally allocates you into the family once you're accepted. So, just think about that when you get there. But once you do join the family, all you have to do is hit the join button, create a profile, join up, go get 2,000 MAFIA off the market. Remember, there's a 5% slippage. So, do buy that. Check out the taxes. You can find more about that on the Buy MAFIA. And, of course, just copy the contract into Deck Screener, and you'll be able to do that. But I've also posted that in the chat there. The other thing you want to do, no, it's not on the on Rumble, but I'll post those in the description after the video, so you'll be able to check that as well. Yeah, so what else are we going to say about that? So create a profile, get 2,000 MAFIA to do that. You're going to have to buy the MAFIA first, and then, of course, you can then apply for a family. Directorate's #1. You can join whatever family you want, of course, but as you can see, we are pretty dominant. And we have super smart people. I'm talking about super smart, like Mensa super military kind of crazy stuff. We've got lots of people with lots of skills. So it's pretty cool. The other one, of course, is what I was going to say. If you want to buy some assets, you can buy keys. They're $20 each. And then you can play, and there's a really cool animation here. And you can end up winning some in-game assets. And potentially you could win up to 5 million MAFIA, which is probably worth, I don't know, what's it worth, $1,000 or something? I don't know, $700, maybe $700 at the moment. So pretty.
I haven't checked it in a while. Yeah.
Maybe it's 3,500. I don't know. You could put it into the calculator and work it out, but it's worth a lot of money. So kind of cool. Yeah. And also, that's the primary market was the crates, and then the secondary market after you've got one stuff in crates, you can go and buy and sell it here on the marketplace. So there's different ways of making money. You don't just have to win and play for that vault. You can also trade and all sorts of stuff and open upgrades. So it's pretty exciting. And like I say, if you want to get a whole ton of keys, well worth going to keys here because you get big bonuses. Once you go over a certain level, you'll get 5, 10, 15%, 20% bonus. So it's more efficient to do that there. There's a few little tips for you if you're a new player. Pretty awesome. And of course, you can go to your profile button over here and see your profile, and it will have all the details. I don't have a particular profile on this one, but if you did, it'd be over here where your wallet address is. Pretty awesome. All right. It's also on Debt Radar now. Mafia, did you know that? Mafia is now on Debt Radar. In fact, it's number 1 or 2 trending over there, and going to get some good support over on Debt Radar. It has hundreds of thousands, if not a million or so, users every day or month or something like that. So this game is going to be pretty big, and the marketing hasn't even started yet. It's going to be pretty exciting to see where that goes to. So awesome stuff. Now, we've been on for 1 hour there, Wookie. I'll leave you with the final comments. What do you got to say about this game?
Well, I'll give you a bit of advice out there, guys. I think it takes a wise man to handle a lie. So if you're a fool, you better be honest.
Well, that's how
words
it goes.
to live by. Words to live by.
That's how it goes. So if you guys want to join the directorate after you've started the game, that is the link on Telegram. And of course, also in the Discord links as well. I will post these in Rumble video description after the live stream. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for AILEG, otherwise known as AKA Wookie the Blade. And of course, our number 1 capo killer. He's a pretty crazy guy for sure. All right. So take care, everybody. And I'll say good night. Wookie. Wookie AI.
Booyakasha!
It's Booyakasha finally there. The AI had a glitch. It was a glitch in the matrix there for AILEG. So I don't know if you.
The timing was amazing.
I don't know if you're going to pass the Turing test for sure. I don't know about that. I think you're going to fail that. All right, take care, everybody. Don't forget subscribe, follow, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Our second full live stream on Rumble. Awesome to be over there, and a big shout out. Don't forget to follow. We're covering everything: crypto, gaming, politics, society, comedy, sports. We're going to do it all, and it's going to be a great show on the Crypto Night Show. So thanks very much to my special guest, our killer capo, AILEG, and I'll catch you guys on the next show. Take care. Bye for now. Enjoy your weekend as well. Hey.